Nan, the doorbell's ringing. Yeah, I can hear that, son. Well, are you going to answer the door then? Oh, I can't, son. My feet are killing me. Come on, Nan. You've been sat in that chair all day. It would be good for you to get up and walk around. Oh, for crying out loud, you're not going to shut up until I answer the bloody door, are you? Nan, there's no need to be like that. Nan goes and answers the door. And a woman is stood outside the door in the hallway. Ah, hello, Mrs. Taylor. My name's Lara Croft. I'm an archaeologist. I have reason to believe that a very important ancient artifact is buried underneath the floor of your flat. What the bloody hell are you going on about? Piss off, love! Nan slams the door in her face, and then she goes back and sits in her chair. Who was that, Nan? Oh, it's just some troll up saying about a bloody artifact being buried underneath the floor of my flat. Nan, you better not have offended her. Oh, who cares? We don't even know her anyway. Joni's grandson goes to the door and exits the flat. And he runs after Lara, just as Lara is about to descend the stairs. Oh, hello, who are you? I'm Joni Taylor's grandson. Sorry if she offended you. Um, are you still okay to come into our flat? Yes, if your nan is okay about it. Oh, once she's calmed down, she'll be fine. And if she kicks off again, she'll have me to deal with. I can't turn a beautiful woman like you away. But you didn't turn me away, though. Your nan did. Well, consider this an apology. You shouldn't have to apologise for what your nan's done. Lara and Janie's grandson go back into the flat. Oh, for God's sake, what have you brought her in here for? Nan, you've got to stop being horrible to people. Why? People are horrible to me? Yes, well, this fine young woman here wasn't horrible to you, though. Well, not yet. But she has every reason to be horrible to you, Nan, because you've been horrible to her. Mrs. Taylor, please. If I'm able to locate this artifact, there may be a lot of money in it for you. Oh, I don't care, love. Just piss off. Wait a minute, what did you say? Did you say something about money? Yes, Mrs. Taylor. To be shared 3 ways between myself, yourself, and your grandson. Oh, sod that! I want all of the money for myself. Nan, just stop being selfish. You would be lucky to get any money at all with your attitude. It's nothing wrong with my attitude, love. Right, if it's okay with you two, I'll come back here tomorrow with all of my archaeological equipment to take this floor up. But you can't do that. The floor's council property, along with everything else in this flat. Oh, don't worry about that. We can pay the council off for any damage done once we get money from the artifact. That is, if we even find an artifact. We're just taking your word for it. Oh, come on, son. If there's even a little tiny chance of any money, we have to take it. Yeah, but if we're not careful now, we may have to pay money to people ourselves. Well, you will, because you own this flat. No, I don't own it. I rent it, remember? Well, in a way, that's worse because it doesn't belong to you. No, I'm sorry. You're not allowed to do it. It's too big a risk. No, I'll show you out, Lara. Oh, very well. Bye then. I hope to see you around sometime. Joni's grandson shows Lara out. And then he goes back and sees Nan. God, we might have missed out on the chance of a lifetime there. What a fucking liberty. Nan, please. I've gone along with your schemes and plans far too often, but not this time. But it wasn't even my plan or scheme, it was hers. Just drop it now. The next day, Lara turns up at the flat again, and Joni's grandson answers the door. Lara, what are you doing here? And why have you got that bag with you? This bag has all of my archaeological equipment in it. I told you yesterday, no! Lara becomes defiant. She pushes past Joni's grandson and she enters the flat. Don't take this personally, but I think deep down you want to see a lot more of me. Yeah, but that's not the point. The point is, you can't dig up the floor. Oh, yes, she bloody well can. Get on with it, love. Lara begins work excavating the floor. After about an hour, she finally finds the artifact. Now, what did I say? But how did you know that there would be an artifact underneath the floor. This seems like a con to me. I've heard so many stories about beautiful women conning unsuspecting men. Trust me, I'm the exact opposite of a con artist. I fight against con artists. I fight against all villainy. Yeah, well, that's all well and good, love, but are you going to pawn that bloody thing or what so we can get our money? Well, I'm not sure. We may be able to get some money out of it without pawning it. Like, maybe we could give it to a museum or something. Yeah, but how do you know, that the museum will, give us money for it? We don't. It depends what museum I take it to. Typical, innit? Come in here, dig up my bloody floor. Promise me fucking money. And then, once you find the fucking artifact, you come out and say, we might not get any fucking money after all. What a fucking liberty. Nan, please don't jump to conclusions. We may still get money. But don't blame me, I tried to warn you. Oh, that's always your fucking excuse. When have I ever used that excuse, Nan? Seriously. And anyway, it's not even an excuse.